Singleton wins the tip, and Northwestern's offense goes to work early. Had a great first half against Michigan, trying to put 40 full minutes together.
Yeah, they came out with a tremendous energy, but they also executed, did their best on the glass against Michigan, kind of even with them, but today they got to keep the ball in the middle of the floor, not right there.
Singleton's got it. And now underneath, and a turnover on the first possession of the game.
When you put it on that side in that outer third of the court, Nebraska's going to load up against you. They do it against everybody. Northwestern doesn't necessarily have the playmakers to withstand that.
Rick Mass going to work against Singleton. Tough shot. West knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Nebraska.
He can stretch the floor out. You talk about playing in the middle and take away, force them into heavy rotations. Did a great job adjusting, though.
Buchton Joe underneath. And a miss from Berke. Jake West, since being inserted into the starting lineup, has done a great job for Northwestern. One of the youngest teams in the country, Northwestern, starting 3 freshmen. Go down low to the veteran Martinelli. Draws a crowd, hands all over the place, and the Huskers come away with it.
2 turnovers to start, playing on that baseline. Nebraska, is going to load up. Northwestern started with 4 turnovers against Michigan, too. Can't have that to have a chance today.
The bodies falling all over the place on this Valentine's Day as the basketball needs to win 5 of the next 7. 6 games to go after today, including a couple against Iowa.
I think they're in good shape to break that one. Looking pretty strong. Again, no slouches in the Big Ten.
Lawrence fires from 3. In and out. Singleton rips the rebound down. He's been much better in that department over the last couple of weeks. Reed and an offensive foul. Reed pushed off. 3 straight turnovers to start this game for Northwestern.
Yeah, but that one you live with, because you got to get out and transition. Northwestern, a much better transition team this year, more opportunistic, and that's where you can get Nebraska before that defense is set. Don't necessarily love that call. Tough one for Reed. Got to keep going, though.
Reed coming off a game where he had 20 against Michigan. Sandfort for 3. Got it.
Confetti goes up right there. Rick Mass is always going to be a problem on that block. Trey Singleton, the freshman, though, can't get caught on the inside of that pin-in from Buchton. Great job by the Turkish guy.
Crop just inside the 3-point line, knocks down the jumper. Tyler Crop started the last 8 games for Northwestern.
That's where you got to play if you're Northwestern. Right in the middle of that floor, pocket pass, that'll be open all day. Crop coming into his own, as well as Jake West and some of these other young guys for Northwestern.
Sandfort again, the catch and shoot rattles home.
And talk about the freshman right on cue. Trey Singleton gotten lost a couple times. That is the one guy. There's a lot of guys, but especially him on this Nebraska roster you cannot lose.
Nice pass, Martinelli on the inside. And Buchton altered the shot. Sandfort again. And a heat check. Sandfort 2 for 3. He's all smiles. It's all right.
And watch Trey Singleton right here. Eyes on the ball. Cannot have your eyes only on the ball with Pryce Sandfort. He's been doing this a while now. Gets it from his brother. You lose him for a second. That's all he needs. Only 31% for Pryce Sandfort in the half court, but you give him space like that, that's as good as a layup.
Martinelli tries his hand at a 3 off the back of the iron.
Martinelli's been struggling these past 3 games. So many minutes, so much pressure on his back. He can find his rhythm here today.
Paint touch and isolation for Buchton. Sandfort underneath, tough shot.
That's what you have to do to Pryce Sandfort. Make it tough, play him physical, force him to the rim. Don't help up, help when he gets to the rim, force a tough finish.
Crop with a mismatch against Hoiberg. Open look for 3, West, short. Tapped over to Rick Mast.
You're Chris Collins, you don't hate these last couple of possessions. Balls touching the paint, middle of the floor, spraying out. You got to make some shots. That's just some of this youth and skill that is still growing for the Wildcats.
Mass with a massive mismatch. They go underneath. Hoiberg fouled. He won't go. There's 4 from the floor. Nebraska 2 for 7. Both their buckets. Sandfort threes. Page has it, draws a crowd. Sheravino whipping it around. Martinelli, floater, no good. Page with the follow.
Great side-to-side ball movement. Started with Jake West when they had the high-low flashed. Burke fell asleep. We end up with it in the corner. Jordan Clayton keeps his wits about him. Finds Martinelli.
Out of bounds off of Nebraska.
When it's in the middle, and on the other side, Nebraska just simple. Rebound the basketball. We know what they can do offensively, defensively. Had some problems here recently, and the only way Northwestern have a chance is to get extra possessions.
Frager checks in. Ball tapped away by Sandfort momentarily. Sheravino ball fake. Sheravino drives, right hand, no good. Mast keeps it alive for another rebound. What a pass to keep it in play for Hoiberg. Lawrence hangs, and an offensive foul on Lawrence.
And really similar to that foul against Jaden Reed right there. In transition, heads up the bigger Sheravino. Just a little bit of a chicken wing. That's tough, Jeff. I don't know about that one, but hey, at least it's consistent. That's all you can ask for.
Crowd seeing the replay. They moaned and groaned on this Valentine's Day. 8-4 ball game. Page cross-court pass. Whip it around again. Clayton inside, tapped away by Frager with 4.5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Clayton right there. Started with Page, great job, even though they put it on the other side. Great pass, he's got the size and the height to see the other side of the floor. Should have came back to him right there, but you see, Jeff, all the deflections that Nebraska gets, they've already got at least 3 or 4 of them. What makes them so good defensively.
Got to get going. Clayton, fall away jumper, draws iron. Hoiberg taps. Page tries to keep it alive. Again, bodies all over the place. Oh, what a possession. You just love the effort from both of these teams early on. Mast going to work on Page. Mast, Martinelli comes in for the dig and throws it away, and a foul on Frager. This is how Northwestern came out against Michigan.
A lot of energy, perfectly timed double team right there from Nick Martinelli. As soon as Page did a great job cutting off the baseline, Mast had his back to the defense, and Martinelli was there when he turned around. Perfectly executed by the Wildcats.
Now can Northwestern start making a couple of shots. Clayton for 3, in and out. He's had a couple clang off the rim.
He is not going to be shy, though. He'll continue to be aggressive and let it fly.
Pass inside, another turnover from Nebraska. These are two teams don't turn it over very much. Martinelli for 3. It's too strong. Sheravino, an offensive rebound. Sheravino in for 2.
There it is right there. Nick Martinelli, 13 of his last 51 coming into this game, but that's a great shot for him. What happens? Angelo Sheravino is 6'7". He can match up with Frager and Sandfort.
Another turnover. West in transition. West in for the dunk.
Jake West, oh my, kid out of Philly. A couple games ago, I didn't know he had that bounce, but now you almost expect it. No fear in transition right there.
And we're going to get a whistle away from the basketball. Well, an 8-8 ball game. Neither team shooting the ball exceptionally well early. Two teams that share the basketball as well as anybody in the country. Assist to turnover ratio. Jacobson trying to create some space. Time winding down. Hoiberg driving and lays it up and in.
Yeah, great job by Burke right there to clear out Arrington Page, and Hoiberg, crafty little finish inside hand. That's what he does so well. Always making something out of nothing.
Ten to shoot. Page driving. Page runs into a pair. Cross court into the corner. 3 ball. West. No good. tapped out. Singleton trying to battle for it. Chervino's got it. And then a foul as Sandfort ends up on the ground. Excuse me. It's
to open up things with his ability to pass and stretch out the defense. And Trey Singleton has size advantages with some of these Cornhuskers.
And that's just a bad pass by Buchton Jones trying to find Mass. Chervino driving, kicks out to Clayton. Now Reed passes up the three. Reed draws a crowd, and Lawrence comes away out of the fray. Lawrence ahead of everybody and missed the layup. But right there to follow is Sandfort.
Jaden Reed ends up with the turnover right there. He turned to his left and he saw Trey Singleton, only a 16% three-point shooter, but you got to trust your young fella there. Just go next. Next pass against this defense.
Chervino launches from three, got it.
There you go again, single high ball screen. Martinelli cuts out the side. You leave Chervino only 22% from three, but I tell you, if he can make that shot, he can go a long way with this game. Great athlete attacking the rim, great defender.
Sandfort catch and shoot, short. Made his first two, he's missed his last two. Mismatch with speed. Reed, look at the footwork there. Reed up and under. What a sequence from Jaden Reed.
Okay, Buchton is still trying to figure out where the ball is at. Jaden Reed. Ain't nothing over there, big fella. That is tough.
Ankles were left on the three-point line.
Left a lot on the three-point line.
Mast running the show. Sandfort now. Off the heel.
Northwestern again. And Pryce Sandfort, outstanding three-point shooter. When you can get to his body and force him into shots like that, percentages go way down. Again, 31% in the half court. That's why right there. Great job by the Wildcats staying connected. Chris Collins beside himself. Northwestern missed an opportunity right there. Can't miss those against Nebraska.
Chervino was looking for a backdoor cut, didn't get it, and looking to see who it's off. It's off of Nebraska. And it's
had an opportunity to get in the pocket, and Chris Collins was incensed with Jaden Reed for not making that play. You end up with the Northwestern turnover. You got to continue to execute against this Nebraska defense, or they will eat you up.
I think I said Northwestern basketball. Nebraska basketball. It's a lot of NUs going on right now. Nebraska, Northwestern.
We knew what you meant.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We were with you. We were with you.
Mass, deep three and air ball. And Page swats it against Sandfort, and Northwestern comes out of the fray.
Defensive possession, Northwestern. Trey Singleton was guarding Mass. He can switch out when they run those pin downs for Pryce Sandfort and take away that advantage for Nebraska.
10 to shoot for the Wildcats. Martinelli's been quiet so far. Martinelli driving, blocked by Buchton Joe. 3-on-2 into the corner. Sandfort transition three. No good. He's missed his last four. Offensive rebound by Mass, but he threw it away. 8th turnover for Nebraska. Singleton running the floor. A foul and one. Clustered. 18-4 run right now for the Wildcats. Hoiberg driving, kicking. Another pass to Frager for three, in and out. And we'll get a foul on Northwestern as Hoiberg was battling. 5:55 to go and just 12 points for Nebraska's offense. Well, coming up, Hoops doubleheader rolls as the Nittany Lions battle the Ducks. All coming up next, Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Tough pass there by Hoiberg. Mass came away with it. Trying to get something going offensively. Frager for three. That's a good start.
Two possessions in a row right there. Sam Hoiberg starts with him. He understands they're switching, so he's not waiting. Just full speed ahead, turn the corner. Forces help from Northwestern. End up with a Frager three.
Can they get a stop on this end? Hasn't been very easy for Nebraska's defense.
Heads up switch right there by Sandfort on the pin down.
Singleton from the elbow, short. Take that all day long if you're Nebraska.
A couple times Trey Singleton's played in ISO right there. He's got to understand, if you don't have anything, you don't have to shoot it, don't have to attack. Get that ball moving. You're big enough. You can go set a screen, get to the next action.
Inside to Mast on Martinelli. Nice pass to Hoiberg.
Great find. We saw Nebraska work on that and shoot around. They knew they were going to double mask. That time, perfectly timed cut, miscommunication from Northwestern.
Martinelli off the back of the iron. Jacobson comes away with it. Another empty possession for Northwestern.
Get it where you want. That's a 90% shot normally from Martinelli.
Frager fires away from three again. Mass with an offensive rebound and one. Like that, down 8 to even within the span of about a minute. Into the corner, Singleton for three. That's short, shoots just 17% from distance.
Jake West right there with the ball screen. You got to understand what they're doing. You can't shy away from the point of attack. You have to force the help.
Mast puts it on the deck. Out to Frager, another three. In and out, tapped out. Singleton comes the other way for the Wildcats. Singleton on the move, a foul. It's going the other way.
They've eclipsed that last year, but a ton of talent here now. A ton of discipline as well. Him and Nate Lenzer. Nate Lenzer defensively has them together, and Fred Hoiberg offensively.
Another slip there on that side of the floor. I'm starting to think about the end of that Purdue game. And we're going to get a little cleanup on this part of the floor. So because of the issues in the game against Purdue, where Northwestern, or where Purdue was huddled up in the slip from Jamarcus Lawrence, they added an extra mop on both sides of the floor. So that's good.
That's good. You hear the fans go crazy for the ref stopping the game for the mop. They're like, where was that 2 days, 2, 3, 4 days ago?
Time winding down after the deflection. Hoiberg trying to find some space. Blocked by Martinelli. Got it back. A throw and to no avail by Hoiberg, and a shot clock violation for Nebraska. 10th turnover for the Cornhuskers. They average just over 9 a game.
On pace to break all kind of records, I guess, today. But again, heads up by Martinelli right there. Nebraska's so good at sealing off the big in that situation. Martinelli comes over and helps. Takes away that layup from Hoiberg.
Down low to Page. Kicks it out. Clayton from the corner knocks it down. And they will count it.
This Dale Jacobs just comes and takes him out.
So no opportunity for a 4-point play. Just possession arrow going to Northwestern. They counted the bucket. Clayton got Jacobson in the air, and Clayton with a 5-point stretch all by himself.
And again, it's Arrington Page, only 2 assists, but he made those plays back to back, and that's what makes him such a talent. Talked about keeping it in the middle of the floor. He's got it on the side. Doesn't phase him because of the size and the skill set to see everything and pass.
Sandfort, tough shot. Mass keeps it alive for a fresh 20. Frager for three. Got it. Frager with his second 3 of the game.
And Nebraska during this run was 9-1 on the glass, including 5 offensive rebounds. That's a 6 over the last 5 minutes. Talked about them being able to rebound the basketball and how important it was to them. That's been the catalyst for their comeback here.
Martinelli still looking for his first points of the game. He's 0 for 6 from the floor. Page. Extra pass. Clayton goes baseline. Martinelli coming away with it. Martinelli with some English. First points for Martinelli.
That was by far the toughest shot Nick Martinelli's taken all day. And that's what makes him so great. So crafty around the rim. He's going to get back to that left hand. Not much you can do there if you're rink Mass.
Mass skip past to Hoiberg. Hoiberg mismatch speed-wise. Hoiberg nice with the left hand.
Oh, finish right there. Shows how good Page is to close out to a guard. Cuts him off once. Hoiberg does a great job using that rim, going to the other side, protecting from the shot blockers.
Hoiberg with 8. Mismatch from Martinelli. Martinelli's jumper short.
1 minute, 11 remaining.
Minutes to go.
Past couple games, Nick Martinelli settled for those shots.
Sandfort has gone quiet from the floor. It's going to stay with Nebraska. Coming up at the half, Dave Revson, Mike DeCourcy, Earl Watson. Standing by in Chicago. Halftime show presented by State Farm.
Again, you go back to that Martinelli jumper against Michigan so many times, way more size, but so many times he settled for face-up jumpers. You can only think just, again, the amount of load he's put on his body starting to weigh on him a little bit.
Mismatch here with Mast. Mast spinning and knocked away by Clayton. Sandfort 3. Got it.
Rick Mast turning water into wine right there. Something bad. Keeps his wits about him.
Big West calls a timeout.
Yeah, you want one.
Okay, right.
Okay, well, you know, if you got none, then I don't, you know, it's gonna be a tough one. A triple, though? Oh.
Some teams are going to be showing up on Tuesday, and the other teams won't get there until, what, I don't know, Thursday?
Like a triple cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger? Triple seems excessive.
Depends on how hungry you are.
Oh.
Teams are hungry. And we're going to get a whistle away from the basketball. I think they're going to get masked in the country. So Northwestern ratcheting up the defense. Where's this one going to go in the second half? We'll find out over the next 20 minutes.
Northwestern can make some shots. They're manufacturing decent looks as well. Again, just not a lot of shooting on this team, but you see the growth from this young Chris Collins group.
West, nice move. West, his jumper. A little strong. Mass tries to keep it alive, and it's Buchtenjel ends up in the front row to save it.
Slips on a fan over there getting up as well, but good hustle from Burke. Great job keeping the ball out of the middle of the floor, forcing the tough jumper.
Some stretches there in that first half for Nebraska. Their offense was really clicking. Big time mismatch down there with Mast. Trying to find some space. Hoiberg had it knocked away. Look at Sam Hoiberg keep it alive, but a shot clock violation. Again, bodies flying all over the place. Turnover number 11 for Nebraska.
And again, that one's frustrating if you're Coach Hoiberg, because they worked again exactly on that situation in shoot around this morning. They got the mismatch on the pin down with Mass, had Jake West on him. A little bit different than we saw in shoot around. It was Jamarcus Lawrence in the dive position, but Mass just missed him, didn't get it to him on time, end up with a turnover.
Reed for 3. That's good. Jaden Reed picked up 2 fouls early in the ball game, but now he's got 7 points to lead the Northwestern scoring attack.
And he's made 9 out of his last 13. Excuse me, 9 out of his last 11. He's been the best shot maker on this team the last few games.
And a foul away from the basketball. Well, tail 2 halves for both of these teams. Nebraska third best in the conference at plus 6.4 in terms of scoring. Northwestern towards the bottom, minus 4.1. That came into big time play against Michigan last time out.
Yeah, Northwestern did all they could.
Sandfort just got lost. Northwestern a little confused on the out of bounds play. Easiest 2 points that Sandfort's had all night.
Yeah, and that's what you got to avoid. Pryce Sandfort 5 of 13 now. They're forcing him into tough shots, but those are the ones. He's a confident guy that gets him going. And that's what got him against Michigan too. Just a couple easy baskets, offensive rebounds. They do not have the room for error.
And now they've got Hoiberg on Martinelli. Reed with some shake and bake there. Reed leans in. Tough shot, no good. Masked another rebound.
Didn't finish, but that was great patience by Jaden Reed. Nebraska does such a good job at stunning, helping, showing bodies, hands. Reed could have turned that over easily. Ended up with a decent look at it.
Mass with 7 rebounds, just 3 points. Ends up on the ground, and Martinelli took it away from him. Martinelli running the floor. Nice catch and the dunk. Martinelli doubles his scoring output with that flush.
If you're Rick Mass right there, just take the jump ball. It was your possession. You get it back. He tries to get rid of it. Live ball turnover. Northwestern get out in transition.
Defense leading to offense. It's off of Mass' foot. Another turnover for Nebraska.
See it right there. There's 3 Northwestern bodies. Rink Mass just hangs on to that ball. Nebraska gets it back. Instead, got XL bully Nick Martinelli full steam ahead. And similar to Pryce Sandfort, he gets a layup. Martinelli has struggled today and over the last 4. Now 15 of his last 60. You cannot let him get going. One of the best scorers in the country. But hats off to Jake West on the other end, fighting defensively on these switches.
Chervino just inside the free throw line, got the roll. It's a 4-point lead for Northwestern. This is how Nebraska started the game with turnovers on their first few possessions, 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Chervino showing his offensive prowess here. Knocked down a 3 earlier. That time just gets to about 13 feet and elevates, uses his athleticism, soft touch.
Hoiberg into the teeth of the defense, leans in, no good. Mass trying to keep it alive. It'll stay with Nebraska. Shot clock should be reset.
That one right, but that was a fantastic job by Jaden Reed fighting around the seal and cutting off Sam Hoiberg, making that layup a tough one.
Martinelli. Chervino's jumper is short. It was altered by Sandfort.
It's such a different look from the baseline when you're getting that mid-range, no backboard to play with. And that's where, again, Nebraska wants you at.
Lawrence had a quiet first half. Like much of the big boys, the Huskers. Sandfort, 3. Yes.
Jeff, you could hear the entire Northwestern bench as soon as Pryce Sandfort caught that ball. Get up, get up. You give him an inch of space, he can knock it down. Chris Collins throws his arms up in the air, especially Chervino. You got the athleticism to make him put it on the deck.
4 threes now for Sandfort. 1-point ball game. West, step back 3. Too strong. Mass runs it down. Mass with 9 boards. Lawrence, full head of steam. Lawrence hangs and hits. Nebraska's got the lead.
Lawrence wanted a foul right there. Official looks back at him like, I don't know what you want. You got the bucket. Tough finish.
Offensive foul.
Being connected in gaps and not falling for some of Nebraska's misdirection that they're so good at. Nebraska has to find some space for Pryce Sandfort. Could be done through the post and Rick Mass as well.
Lawrence leading into the teeth of the defense and threw it away. Turnover number 14 for Nebraska.
That set right there was exactly designed for Pryce Sandfort. It's a stagger away, and they expect the low man to be hugged in. Angelo Chervino was him. They run Lawrence over the top, but Chervino, Johnny on the spot, stays connected, blows up that play.
Oh, Reed, nice shake and bake. Couldn't hit the shot. Sandfort with the rebound. First meeting between these two teams, Nebraska had just 5 turnovers. Second time around, a little tougher for Nebraska to find their rhythm offensively. Ukton Joe down low, threw it away.
Rick Mass had Jaden Reed on him and elected to chase the screen and got switched to Chervino. He's got to go the other way, just dive in the post, and you got the 5'11" Reed guarding.
Ukton Joe bumps Martinelli. And here's your turnovers for Nebraska and Northwestern. Those are the 2 fewest turnovers per game in the league. Nebraska just at 9.1, coming in 8th best in the country. And they have turned it over a grand total of 15 times today.
24 total between the two of them. Early in the morning, though, man. Look,
noon tip.
Trying to get your wits about you.
Martinelli, he's got 4 points in the second half.
Who else? Arrington Page delivering that pass. He gets the assist that time. I will die on this hill. We got to get hockey assists into the game because he's got a couple of those, too.
Chervino doing work on Mass. Finally able to get some space. Mass draws a crowd. And he's out of bounds. Turnover number 16. But the help defense down in the paint from Northwestern has been excellent this afternoon.
Yeah, again, that's what Coach Hoiberg wanted. They were looking for these high-low switches, but Nick Martinelli does a great job coming out of that weak side corner. Leaves Braden Frager, who's not the greatest. He can knock down shots, but leaves him, goes to the double. Northwestern continuing to execute, be harassers on defense.
They're staying alive, and then some. Nice pass. Chervino hangs and hits. Jacobson on the floor. Frager on the floor for Nebraska. Trying to inject some life into this offense. Buchtenjel, nice pass. Sandfort driving and one.
From Burke.
18 for Sandfort so far. Give him 19. Inching closer and closer to that 20-point threshold. He's been there 10 times and now looking for a stop on defense.
And offensively, expect Coach Hoiberg to go right back to that action. Did that a couple times. Minnesota, Indiana, when it's working, go back to the well.
Screen comes for West. Martinelli to Page. Page to West. One more pass. Nice drive by Reed. Got shut down. Chervino back out to Reed for three. Page keeps it alive at a fresh 20. Page fouled, and he'll shoot two at the line. 1 point lead for Northwestern. Frager, nice pass to Jacobson for the layup.
Jordan Clayton. Chris Collins a little incensed right there, but that's not bad defense. That's just a little zigged when he zagged. Unfortunate circumstance there for Northwestern.
Bounce pass into Martinelli, stripped away by Hoiberg.
What a play by Sam Hoiberg guarding the ball screen.
Always in the right place at the right time. Sandfort's floater short. 3-on-2 in transition. Reed had it knocked away. There's Hoiberg again. And then a foul. Western has capitalized with 23 points off the 16 turnovers from Nebraska. Again, they average just over 9 a game. Sandfort, nice pass to Buchtenjel. Buchtenjel missed the layup, but taps it in.
Really good set. ATO after timeout. Get a little handoff. They know Northwestern switching. Again, when you switch, hard to get to the body.
Buchtenjel taps it and ends up in the Northwestern bench. Everybody's all right. We're all friends here.
Okay, good hustle. Jordan Clayton got to do a better job of getting an angle for the pass, but that is a big man coming full speed. Good sportsmanship right there.
They kept the chair. It was a good move there. Tried to shoot. Chervino for three. Short. Buchtenjel taps. Here goes Hoiberg. Sandfort for three. And another steal. Frager. Hoiberg, no, and he'll go to the line. 1 out of 2 from Hoiberg at the line.
Northwestern did a good job of keeping this crowd out of it. Need a bucket here. This place is ready to explode.
And a foul on Frager. Trying to deny Page down on the post.
And that's as simple as just a pin down. Nebraska switches it with two big fellas, and Page seals the smaller Frager. Good design. Good foul by Frager in that situation.
Martinelli goes to work in the post and a foul. He makes them both from the free throw line. Martinelli now into the top 10 in all-time scoring at Northwestern. He was 15 points from 8th all by himself. Martinelli now with 8 in the game. Jacobson dials up a 3, knocks it down.
Great read by Cale Jacobson. They're switching. Doesn't come off the screen, just quick little slip or flare off.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Northwestern.
Really close, though. It's like clearly a little prematurely made.
That's all right. It's not worth it. Maybe keep it in your pocket for later. Plus the timeout. Clayton had it rejected by Buchton-Gel. 8 on the shot clock for the Wildcats.
There you go again. Ton of bodies right there. Jordan Clayton got to understand you are not getting a free run to the rim with this Nebraska team. Jordan Reed's turned it over in the past couple possessions right there. You got to look to spray out.
Martinelli, that is his dream zone right there.
And he has struggled, but that finally sees a jumper go down.
10 now for Martinelli to lead the Wildcats scoring attack. Double figures yet again. Jacobson 3, got another.
And late in this game, when legs start to wear, is when Nebraska is hard to guard.
Timeout Northwestern. 4 3-point field goals made. Does Northwestern have an answer? Not a team that shoots a ton of threes. Going to need some stops on the defensive end. Page for 3. Off the iron, Martinelli trying to keep it alive. It's out of bounds off Northwestern.
Nebraska going on this run with Rink Mass on the bench. Doing a great job, for the most part, keeping Northwestern off the glass. Executing offensively, it's hard to guard, small ball.
Hoiberg lost it. 17th turnover, 1 away from matching their season high of 18 against New Mexico.
Sam Hoiberg, eyes lit up. They had exactly what they wanted. Little slide to the corner. Frager was going to be wide open. We've seen this Nebraska team play to the level of their competition, if you will, in the non-conference with Winthrop and other teams.
Nice pass inside to Page. Makes it a 7-point game. Ayrton Page doing a nice job in this ball game, trying to take over in the middle with no mast. Nebraska playing quote-unquote small with Buchton-Gel the big. There's Sandfort for 3. Another 3 from Sandfort is 6th.
That's what happens when you don't stay attached. He does a great job coming off the handoff and just running the space. He doesn't need a ton of it. Great screen by Burke.
Martinelli inside, rejected by Buchton-Gel. Up ahead, Frager running the floor. Good to see Frager go out to the line and take his free throws. Made them both after going down very, very hard after the foul by Page.
Frager's such a tough kid, great athlete. Love it when two good athletes go compete at the rim like that. Glad he's okay.
Page spinning left hand, tough shot, no good. Buchton-Gel cleans up the rebound. Northwestern, if they want to come back in this one, they got to do it quickly. Under 7 minutes to go. And it's been this group for Nebraska that has led them to this big run offensively, with no Lawrence and no Mast on the floor. Hoiberg open for 3. Got it.
As long as they got that guy on the floor, they tend to be all right. Doesn't need to score, but don't look up. He's got 12, 7, and 4 quietly.
And a steal. Hoiberg missed the layup. It's about the only thing he's done wrong today. He's smiling on his way back up the other. The struggles for Northwestern in second halves this year. Nebraska has been outstanding. At plus 14 today in the second half. And Buchton-Gel comes away with that errant pass from West. Around the screen to Frager in the corner. Buchton-Gel went over the top. He says, yep, I got him.
Plenty of opportunities, West Coast games, plenty of opportunities for them to continue to push for a really good spot.
West Coast swing at USC and at UCLA before hosting Iowa the last weekend of the season. Of course, the Big Ten tournament, March 10th through the 15th. Stay with Nebraska after West poked it away with 8 on the shot clock. Reed will check in for Clayton.
We haven't seen a lot of that from Northwestern. What they were doing so well in that first half was switching into the passing lanes. Got away from that. West trying to reignite it a little bit. They want to start this comeback.
Hoiberg splits the defense. 14 for Hoiberg.
So heady, such a great processor, understanding they're switching, fake the handoff, keep it himself, and let me try this layup thing again. Go righty that time. Ain't gonna make the same mistake twice.
Martinelli goes baseline. Martinelli. The only player in double figures for Northwestern is Martinelli with 11. Tap by Martinelli. Jacobson corrals. Still plenty of time and under 5 minutes to go in the game. Sandfort, three. It may have been tipped by Martinelli. Buchtendale trying to keep it alive. He was out of bounds. It'll be Northwestern basketball.
Coach Hoiberg knew it was tipped, throws his arms in the air, but that's what Buchtendale does, is hustle, so can't fault him for that. Didn't see the tip, obviously, right there. Good hustle.
Pass, another touch pass out to West, got his man in the air, and West short on the shot. Buchtendale taps to himself for another rebound.
Sam Hoiberg came across the court to run West off the three-point line, force a tougher jumper, and in the mid-range. Ball not popping like it was in the first half for Northwestern.
Jacobson on the drive, went through that seal by Buchtendale, couldn't make the shot, and there's Hoiberg again, comes away, Sandfort for the layup.
Who else other than Sam Hoiberg making a play? Sandfort got to go rock the rim.
West, short. Nebraska doubling up Northwestern in the rebound department. You talked about it at the beginning of the game. Needed to win the glass as there's an injured Cornhusker. That's Buchtendale. And right now, Nebraska putting the clamps on Northwestern. It's been a great second half. Jacobson dribbling around. He's got Sheravino on his back. Jacobson underneath. What a second half for Cale.
Hey, all the shooting, all the shot making means you got to stay attached. Only rink mass down there. Cale Jacobson knows it, takes his time, wheels and deals, and finally gets to what he wants.
10 for Jacobson. Fourth time this year he's been in double figures. 19-point lead for Nebraska. West into the corner and threw it away. Northwestern having their struggles offensively. Saw that graphic there. No buckets in the last 8+ minutes.
This Nebraska defense ratcheted up, but Northwestern just running out of gas. A couple games in a row here.
Talk about putting together a full 40 minutes. When you got a young team like Northwestern, that can be a problem at times. Sandfort gets downhill. Sandfort fall away, and a foul on the backside.
It's just so tough on a guy like that. So many different bodies.
4 of 12 today from the floor for Martinelli. He vaulted himself into the top 10 in Northwestern scoring all time. He's 4 away from 8th all time. Sandfort knocks a couple through. He's got 29. Second best scoring day of the year for Sandfort. At 32, a season high against Illinois. Sheravino puts it on the deck, driving, and a blocking foul on Mast. Nebraska from distance in the second half, 6 of 8. Knocking down your shots, you're going to win a lot of games, and Nebraska has done that more often than not. 11 threes again.
The game can be simple sometimes.
Hoiberg. And a tie up. Gill comes in for Northwestern. 2:04 to go. There's just 2 seconds on the shot clock. Sandfort catch and shoot. Short. Nobody better than that guy in a catch and shoot situation.
Great job by Clayton understanding that, closing down the space. Still playing hard late in this game.
Inside to Crop. Couldn't get the roll, and Mass pulls down the rebound. Mass now with 10 boards. Just 3 points from Rink Mass today.